I bet many guys have been in this situation. You basically like a girl. She likes you back and you guys have some sort of chemistry that you've not really shared with anyone else. And everything is fine. It's just that you are in that struggling phase whereby you're trying so much to make sure you make something for yourself. You're trying so much to make sure you scale. But while you're in that hustling phase, trying to make a name for yourself, trying to get to the top, she has refused to take a step further to make sure that the two of you are a thing. She just wants you guys to basically be in that friend zone where, I like you, you like me, but I want you to be kind of successful. I want you to basically make it before we can take it to the next level. Women naturally are hypergamous individuals. It's just the truth, because you would never see any woman that is poor and would want to marry someone poor like her. This case is different, right? You know you're struggling, but you're trying so much to make sure that you make it. And you need that supportive woman now so that you guys can come together, build a strong family, and also build a successful business. That is, if you're interested in business. Let's look at the instance of where women feel like they have more options. I call it the mentality of options. Just like they usually say, there are many fishes in the ocean, and all those quotes that, women give themselves to comfort themselves. But we all know that even if there are many fish in the ocean, there is always one fish for one individual. But that mentality that I can always meet any guy I want, and for that reason, I don't need to tie myself down with this guy because he's still in a struggling phase, is one of the major reasons. When a woman knows that within a twinkle of an eye, probably she went to a party or she went to the club, she went out and she met a millionaire that is willing to date her, despite the fact that she doesn't meet his requirement financially. And it's obviously true, because men date down, rich men date down, they don't date up. So she knows that her life can change between now and tomorrow. And if she stays committed to you now, when she meets that guy, she can't leave you for that guy. And even if she can, it's going to be kind of like difficult for her to leave you and to stay committed. So the mentality of more options is why she has refused to, take you guys' relationship to the next level. Two, the exposure of social media is another problem, because women now can visit any of these social media. I would say Instagram, because so far Instagram is still the world's largest dating app. The fact that she can go on any of these dating app, swipe left, meet different guys and choose the one she wants is something very, very troubling to many guys. Because if you look at it, if an average woman can meet up to 1,000 guys within one day of being on social media, what does that basically tell us? It tells us that in as much as she likes you, she likes your vibe, the fact that she considers that she can meet any of these rich guys via social media is a big reason why she has refused to take you serious. It's more or less like eating your cake and having it, because she knows that she can keep you in that friend zone, date every guy she wants to, and when any of these guys, or when none of these guys refuse to take the relationship serious, then she comes running. I've spoken about this in one of my videos, why women date toxic guys, and when it's time for them to settle, they look for a nice guy. Something like that, something around that title. Social media exposure is another big deal. If it was those days where there wasn't social media and women are limited to the number of guys in their community, or the number of guys in their village, or the number of guys in their town, they know that if they have, for example, 10 guys in that town, they know they must actually choose from those 10 guys. If they don't choose from those 10 guys, they have no better options elsewhere. So for that reason, she will be forced to either choose you or choose any other guy amongst those guys. So let's look at the issue of good men are hard to find. This could be another very good reason. She sees that potential in you. You're kind of like the guy that she can take home to mama, but the fact that she doesn't want to lose you because you're a good guy, and she wants to still explore options by looking at Chad and Tyrone, trying different guys, and knowing that it's hard to meet good guys nowadays because from what she's exposed to, most of the guys she knows are just trying to smash, and you're committed, you're nice, you're just not there yet financially. So she would rather friend zone you just to make sure by the time she goes outside and she doesn't see what she likes or her expectations were not fulfilled, she's going to come back to you. Another reason why women wait is because most time many guys in this situation just talk, but at the end of the day they don't amount to anything. We've seen that in different scenarios in real life. I'm very sure you've heard about a guy that was dating one of your sister's friend, or some girl you know that has been dating this guy that has been saying one day he's gonna make it and that day he's gonna make it big, and when he makes it big he's actually going to marry that girl that you know. But the truth is, many of these guys are not gonna make it. They're actually not even going to get to that stage of making it to the extent that they are going to settle. What they would actually do is use these sweet words to convince these girls that they are going to get to the top, become the, maybe they'll go pro, become a professional boxer, start a blue collar company, or even work at one of the biggest tech companies in the world. But the truth is, many of these guys would not get to these stages, and if these women commit to them early, they might fall into a trap of dating a broke guy. So for that reason, they would rather put you in the waiting room, verify that you're going to become successful before they actually commit. But if women are like this, waiting for men to be successful before they commit, what if, and just what if, these guys actually make it or made it? At some point, they became so rich to the extent that later on in life, they lost everything. Probably there was bankruptcy, probably there was reckless buying, or maybe something just happened that all of a sudden it went from being a millionaire to being broke. If this actually happens, it also means that he's going to leave, because definitely she wasn't interested in the guy in the first instance. She was interested in stability and security, and as those are no longer on the table, she would definitely leave. You should know by now that from this comment I just made, if there is any lady that has been putting you in that temporary waiting room just because she wants to know if you're going to make it, just because she wants to know if you're going to get that next big job or you're going to win a lottery, and you know you've listened to all this, it's obvious that you should try as much as possible to move on. Because the truth is, if she's waiting for all this and you finally get them, or you guys finally get to that level, that stage you want to get to financially, she would leave you. So it's better to look for somebody else who's not waiting for you to get to the top before she commits. What do you think about this video, and what do you guys think about this format? Because today I'm like, no, it's going to take me 1,000 years to set my tripod. So for that reason, I would like to try faceless, you know, something different this time around. So let me know your feedback on this. Let me know your feedback on the video as well. Hey, subscribe. You guys have been watching my content, you've been engaging with it. If you know that you want to keep seeing something like this, subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Like the video and watch any of the video you can see at the end screen, and I'll see you guys in the next one.